Dhanyavad Pranam. All glories to Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta Antya Lila, Chapter 5, Text 82. Bhakta guna prakashite Prabhu balajane Nana bangite guna prakasi nija labamane. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu, knows very well how to demonstrate the qualities of his devotees. Therefore, acting like an artistic painter, he does so in various ways and considers this personal profit. Text 83. Ara eka svabhava gore rasuna bhaktagana Aishvarya svabhava gudha kare prakatana. There is yet another characteristic of Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. O devotees, listen carefully to how he manifests his opulence and characteristics, although they are exceptionally deep. 84. Sanyasi pandita ganera karite garvanasa nicha sudradpara karena dharmera prakasha. To vanquish the false pride of so-called renunciates and learned scholars, he spreads real religious principles even through a Sudra or low-born fourth-class man. Purport. When a man is greatly learned in the Vedanta Sutras, he is known as a Pandit, or learned scholar. Generally, this qualification is attributed to Brahmanas and Sannyasis. Sannyas, the renounced order of life, is the topmost position for a Brahmana, a member of the highest of the four Varnas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudra. According to public opinion, a person born in a Brahmana family, duly reformed by the purificatory processes and properly initiated by a spiritual master, is an authority on Vedic literature. When such a person is offered the sannyas order, he comes to occupy the topmost position. The Brahmana is supposed to be the spiritual master of the three Varnas, namely Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudra, and the sannyasi is supposed to be the spiritual master of even the exalted Brahmanas. Generally, Brahmanas and sannyasis are very proud of their spiritual positions. Therefore, to cut down their false pride, Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu preached Krishna consciousness through Rāmānanda Roy, who is neither a member of the renounced order nor born a Brahmana. Indeed, Sri Rāmānanda Roy was a grihastha belonging to the Sudra class, yet Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu arranged for him to be the master who taught Pradyumna Miśra, a highly qualified Brahmana born in a Brahmana family. Even Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu himself, although belonging to the renounced order, took instruction from Sri Rāmānanda Roy. In this way, Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited his opulence through Sri Rāmānanda Roy. This is the special significance of this incident. According to Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy, Ye Krishna Tattva Veta Sei Guru Haya, anyone who knows the science of Krishna can become a spiritual master, without reference to whether or not he is a Brahmana or sannyasi. Ordinary people cannot understand the essence of Shastra, nor can they understand the pure character, behavior, and abilities of strict followers of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu's principles. The Krishna consciousness movement is creating pure, exalted Vaishnavas, even from those born in families considered lower than those of Sudras. This is proof that a Vaishnava may appear in any family, as confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam 2.4.18. Kirata hunandraha pulinda pulkasha abhira sumba yavana kasadayaha ye chapapa yad apasaraya shraha sudhyanti tasmai prabhashi nave namaha. Kiratas, Hunas, Andhras, Pulindas, Pulakshas, Abhiras, Sumbas, Yavanas, and members of the Kasha races, and even others addicted to sinful acts, can be purified by taking shelter of the devotees of the Lord, due to his being the supreme power. I beg to offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Bhagavatam 2.4.18. By the grace of the Supreme Lord Vishnu, anyone can be completely purified, become a preacher of Krishna consciousness, and become the spiritual master of the entire world. This principle is accepted in all Vedic literature. Evidence can be quoted from authoritative shastras showing how a low-born person can become the spiritual master of the entire world. Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu is to be considered the most munificent personality, for he distributes the real essence of the Vedic shastras to anyone who becomes qualified by becoming his sincere servant. 85. Bhakti prema tatra kahe Rāya kari bhakta apani pradyumna Miśra sahahaya shrota. Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu preached about devotional service, ecstatic love, and the absolute truth by making Rāmānanda Roy, a grihasta born in a low family, the speaker. Then Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu himself, the exalted Brahmana sannyasi, and Pradyumna Miśra, the purified Brahmana, both became hearers of Rāmānanda Roy. Purport. The Bhaktivinoda Thakur says in his Amrita Pravaha Bhasya that sannyasis in the line of Shankaracharya always think that they have performed all the duties of brahmanas, and that, furthermore, having understood the essence of the Vedanta Sutra and become sannyasis, they are the natural spiritual masters of all society. Similarly, persons born in Brahmana families think that because they execute ritualistic ceremonies recommended in the Vedas and follow principles of Smriti, they alone can become spiritual masters of society. These highly exalted Brahmanas think that unless one is born in a Brahmana family, one cannot become a spiritual master and teach the absolute truth. To cut down the pride of these birthright Brahmanas and Mayavadi sannyasis, Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu proved that a person like Rāmānanda Roy, although born in a Sudra family and situated in the Grihastha ashram, can become the spiritual master of such exalted personalities as himself and Pradyumna Miśra. This is the principle of the Vaishnava cult, as evidenced in the teachings of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. A person who knows what is spiritual and what is material, and who is firmly fixed in the spiritual position, can be Jagadguru, the spiritual master of the entire world. One cannot become Jagadguru simply by advertising oneself as Jagadguru without knowing the essential principles for becoming Jagadguru. Even people who never see what a Jagadguru is and never talk with other people become puffed up sannyasis and declare themselves Jagadgurus. Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu did not like this. Any person who knows the science of Krishna and who is fully qualified in spiritual life can become Jagadguru. Thus Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu personally took lessons from Sri Rāmānanda Roy and also sent Pradyumna Miśra, an exalted Brahmana, to take lessons from him. 86. Haridasa Dvara Nama Mahatmya Prakasha Sanatana Dvara Bhakti Siddhanta Vilasa. Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited the glories of the holy name of the Lord through Haridas Thakur, who was born in a Muslim family. Similarly, he exhibited the essence of devotional service through Sanatana Goswami, who had almost been converted into a Muslim. 87. Upadvara Vrajera Prema Rasa Lila Ke Bhujite Pare Gambira Chaitanyera Kela. Also, the Lord fully exhibited the ecstatic love and transcendental pastimes of Vrindavan through Srila Rupa Goswami. Considering all this, who can understand the deep plans of Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu? 88. Śrī Caitanya Lila Ei Amritera Sindhu Tri Jagat Vashaite Pare Yara Eka Bindu. The activities of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu are just like an ocean of nectar. Even a drop of this ocean can inundate all three worlds. Purport. To inundate the three worlds with nectar is the purpose of the pastimes of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. How this could be possible was exhibited by Srila Raghunath Das Goswami and later by Thakur Narottam Das and Shyamananda Goswami, who all represented the mercy of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Now that the same mercy is overflooding the entire world through the Krishna consciousness movement. The present Krishna consciousness movement is non-different from the pastimes performed by Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu when he was personally present, for the same principles are being followed and the same actions performed without fail. 89. Caitanya-caritāmṛta Antya Yaha hoite Premananda Bhakti Tattva Jnana. O devotees, relish daily the nectar of Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta and the pastimes of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu, for by doing so, one can merge in the transcendental bliss and attain full knowledge of devotional service. 90. Ei Mata Mahaprabhu Bhakta Gana Lana Nilachale Viharaye Bhakti Prachariya. Thus Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu, accompanied by his associates, his pure devotees, enjoying transcendental bliss in Jagannath Puri, Nilachala, by preaching the bhakti cult in many ways. 91. Bangadeshe eka vipra prabhura charite nataka karilana aila prabhuke sunaite. A Brahmana from Bengal wrote a drama about the characteristics of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu and came with his manuscript to induce the Lord to hear it. 92. Bhagavana chaya sane tara parichaya tanre mili tandragare karila alaya. The Brahmana was acquainted with Bhagavanacharya, one of the devotees of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, after meeting him at Jagannath Puri, the Brahmana made his residence at Bhagavanacharya's home. 93. Tatamena takatenho tandre sunaila tandra sange aneka vaishnava nataka sunila. First, the Brahmana induced Bhagavanacharya to hear the drama, and then many other devotees joined Bhagavanacharya in listening to it. 94. Sabei prashamse nataka parama utama Mahaprabhure sunaite sabara haila mana. All the Vaishnavas praised the drama, saying, "Very good, very good." They also desired that Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu hear the drama. 95. Ita shloka grantha kavitva yei kari ane pratame sunaya sei svarupera stane. Customarily, anyone who composed a song, verse, literary composition, or poem about Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu first had to bring it to Svarup Damodar Goswami to be heard. 96. Svarupatani utare yadi lana tanramana tabe mahaprabhutani karaya shravana. If passed by Svarup Damodar Goswami, it could be presented for Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu to hear. 97. Rasabasa hayayari siddhanta virodha sahite na pare prabhumane haya krodha. If there were a hint that transcendental mellows overlapped in a manner contrary to the principles of the bhakti cult, Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu would not tolerate it and would become very angry. Purport. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur quotes the following definition of rasabas from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Uttar Vibhoga, 9th wave, 1 through 3, 33, 38, and 41. Purvam evanushishtena vikala rasa lakshana rasa eva rasa basa rasa janar anukirtata shustridho shaparaschanu shustridho parashaschanu rasaschaparasaschate utama madhyama prokta kanistaschet yami kramat praptaistai vibhavanu bhavadyastu virupatam Santadayo rasa eva vadhatasu parasamata. Bhaktadivir vibhavadya Krishna sambandha bharjitai rasa hasya dhaya sapta santas chanu rasamata. Krishna tatvat dipakshas visham vishhaya rayatam gata hasadinam tada tetra pragyar apar rasamata. Bhava sarve tada basa rasa basas chakechana ami prokta rasa bigyai sarve pirasanad rasa. A mellow temporarily appearing transcendental but contradicting mellows previously stated and lacking some of a mellow's necessities is called rasabas. An overlapping mellow by advanced devotees who know how to taste transcendental mellows. Such mellows are called uparasa, submellows, anurasa, imitation transcendental mellows, and aparasa, opposing transcendental mellows. Thus, the overlapping of transcendental mellows is described as being first grade, second grade, or third grade. When the 12 mellows, such as neutrality, servitorship, and friendship, are characterized by adverse sthāyi bhava, vibhava, and anubhava ecstasies, they are known as uparasa, submellows. When the 7 indirect transcendental mellows and the dried up mellow of neutrality are produced by devotees in moods not directly related to Krishna in devotional service and ecstatic love, they are described as anurasa, imitation mellows. If Krishna and the enemies who harbor feelings of opposition toward him are respectfully the object and abodes of the mellow of laughter, the resulting feeling are called aparas, opposing mellows. Experts in distinguishing one mellow from another sometimes accept some overlapping transcendental mellows, rasabas, as rasas, due to their being pleasurable and tasteful. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, Paraspara vayoryadi yogasthada rasabasa. When two opposing transcendental mellows overlap, they produce rasabas, or an overlapping of transcendental mellows. Thus ends our reading for today. All glories to Sripad Bhaktimadhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Om Vishnu Pad Srila Bhakti Nimalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Vigyan Muni Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Nishkam Chanta Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jai Shriman Krishna Kesha Prabhu Ki Jai.